Oh baby, the original 2001 Bionicle sets. The Onua Mata are legendary. But today let's focus on Onua, our favourite little Toa of Earth. I want to discuss why I love this set, and I also want to highlight how you could use the pieces that come in this set to build your own incredible creations. And then we'll finish off by taking a look at probably the best Onua Mata revamp I have ever seen. Let's get stuck into it. Onua has this really striking colour scheme of black and old grey. You know, of course, old dark grey no longer exists within the LEGO colour palette. It has since been replaced with dark bluish grey. You can kind of see the difference here. There's dark bluish grey on the left and old dark grey on the right. And man, there's just a certain charm to this older colour scheme. The almost kind of yellowish hue of these old grey limbs, they give off an almost ancient look to the character. I feel like using the newer dark bluish grey colour would actually make him look too sparkly and clean. This makes him feel like he's seeped in history. His body is maybe starting to rust. This old grey colour scheme makes him feel ancient, like he has a story to tell. He's been on heaps of adventures. And see, that was the magic of Bionicle. It's something like this set and all of the sets that came out in 2001. They felt like living, breathing characters that existed within a real world. A world filled with mystery, with legend, and with legacy. And I love that something as simple as Onua's colour scheme. It can really bring out that sense of wonder that makes you feel like you just know this character and you want to hear their story. Why do they look ancient? Why do they look like they're rusting? How long has this character lived for? What adventures has he been on? To me, that's what's so charming about these original Bionicle sets. Oh, but we gotta talk about Onua's play feature. Simply twisting the gear on the back allows both claws to start digging away at rock. See, this is nice. I like that the play feature could be used as some type of slashing attack, but it also has that more practical, story-based use, where he's mining away at rocks to find precious minerals. And I tell you what, this is the most fluid and fun play feature ever. There's barely any resistance to these gears. They move in such a fluid and free-flowing motion. It's the kind of thing that as soon as you start playing with it, it puts a smile on your face. And even just being able to see the gears moving on the back as you play with it, it's stuff like this that allows this set to pull off such an incredible balance of biological and mechanical. Onua is just amazing. And despite the fact that this debuted in 2001, Onua's parts are super helpful even today in 2024. Let's highlight some of the best pieces that come in this set and see how you could use them in other MOCs. We're going to start off with Onua's mask. This is the Pakari, the Mask of Strength. It allows Onua to have vastly improved brute strength. But maybe you could use this on a MOC in a different way. Why not flip it upside down and use it as a kind of helmet, in a similar way to what Master of Air # has done? See, I think this is one of the many reasons that Bionicle masks are so awesome. You can use them in all kinds of crazy ways. Flip them upside down, rotate them, whatever you want to do, they're still going to look dope. And I like that some of the patterns on this mask, they also mirror the design work on Makuta's Krakan mask, which we can see on the chest. Nice little bit of unity and consistency within these patterns and textures. It's good to see. Oh, and then Onua's claws. These are fabulous pieces. I love that a noble and heroic Toa has claws for weapons. You'd think that would make Onua look like a bad guy, but not so much. Anyway, why not use these like Runkbolt 12 has done here? They've used the lime version of this piece for some kind of funky looking chest armor. Or, I don't know, perhaps this is more reminiscent of a skeletal ribcage. Look, whatever it is, it looks amazing. It's certainly a very unique way of using this piece. The set also includes a nice little handful of gears. If you don't want to use these for a play feature, how else could they be used? Well, Railblade has a creation called Triple Threat, and it has all kinds of gears, but they're used more as design elements. I love this so much. They look like some kind of clockwork being or a mechanical golem. That's so fun. Hey, maybe next time you build a MOC, place a few gears into their design. It's a really simple and easy way to make something look really distinct and unique. It's a great aesthetic. We also got these two black Mata feet. Now, these are some of the most versatile feet pieces ever, and they almost always look good as a foot design. But what about using them for something else? Well, the Maestro has a MOC called Hydroxy Cut, and if we zoom in on the arm design here, you can see this foot piece is embedded into it. Now, what a smart way of using this. It gives the arm a very interesting bend. This piece really makes the arm design kind of come alive. How awesome is that? And finally, Onua's arm pieces. We've got a MOC here that's crafted by the very talented Mitch Henry, and he's used these pieces in a few ways. Using it again as an arm design, but this time the arm is placed the other way around. And then you get two of these on the legs. See, this piece has a nice natural bend to it. So you simply slap that on any of your limbs and you're going to get quite an exotic looking design. It makes things feel a little bit more animalistic in this context. It's beautiful. So there you go. That's a few ways you can use the pieces that come in this set. Now, why don't we check out an amazing revamp of Onua Mata. This MOC was created by the very talented builder known as Velociraptor. And this seems to be reimagining Onua if he was some kind of living machine. Almost like mining equipment that's come to life. Or perhaps Onua's body has actually been retrofitted with mining equipment. And dude, I think that's genius. The shape of the limbs, the hunch of Onua's back, the color blocking, it's all very reminiscent of that original set. But it's been taken up a notch. It's improved ever so slightly, but it's always making sure to honor that original set, not straying too far from the source material. And I think that's masterful. It's the perfect balance. I mean, just look at all the tubing and wiring that are running through the body and the arms. He's now got slightly larger claws that actually are posable this time. Even a tiny little detail like this. Check out the shoulder armor. It's actually using the G2 Onua mask that came on this wonderful set. Dude, that honestly looks way better as armor. Way better than I would have expected it to. It ties into the MOC very, very well. Also, just the consistency of textures here, it's spot on. I love how these prefab limb pieces on the legs, they have that kind of slotted, segmented look. And the arms, the way they're built, the shape and feeling is very similar. It's also got a bit of a segmented design. How delightful. Yes, these things use very different pieces, but they still look pretty similar. I love me some consistent textures. Dude, I think this MOC is absolute perfection. Well done, Jack, you nailed this. So there you go. That's the pieces from this set and how you can use them in other stuff. That's a beautiful revamp of Onua. And of course, that's why this set is amazing. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed some of the MOCs that I showed you today, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. You can see more from the builders right there. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, happy building, and bye for now.